Well, from about here, well, step back a little further. From here, it don't look terrible. Still see the 2500 in there. I think we'll call it Ghost Emblems. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on my 2012 Chevy Silverado. It's a Duramax. My plans for today are fixing this. Now I'm just going to half-ass it. I ain't going to actually properly fix it right now. I just want it to look a little better. Then eventually I'm going to get a whole new bedside for it. And then I want to remove these trim pieces. They're on both doors, on both sides. Then I'll probably gotta remove my emblems too. And I'm gonna debate on removing this hood guard, whatever it's called, bug guard. It don't look terrible, but I feel like it makes it look like an old person's truck. So I'll take it off. If I decide it looks better with it, then I'll put it right back on. But it's also very dirty underneath there. So this way I actually clean it. Alright, I'm gonna first start with the trim because it's cold here in Ohio, and I'm gonna let my truck warm up before I actually start painting this. So what I'm gonna do is take a heat gun and just start warming it up, and then hopefully just peel it off. Then there's gonna be adhesive left from the double-sided sticky tape, and I'm gonna use this eraser wheel to get that off. Hopefully it all goes well. I seen a video one time of somebody taking one of these off, and the door was actually repainted, so there's a different color underneath the trim. So I hope that's not the case. If so, then I guess I'll have to use some spray paint or something for now. I don't have no white paint. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. We'll see how it goes. Well, this came off pretty easy actually. I thought this right here was a double-sided sticky tape. That's actually mud and crud. That's kind of disgusting. So if you think about it, there's gonna be grit and stuff in this from the dust. That can actually rub your paint off and start rusting underneath these. But this right here is the adhesive I was talking about. You can take a plastic razor blade over it maybe, and a heat gun, get some more of that off. I might try that, or I might just try to see how good this eraser wheel works first. But I got both of these off. This side's the same way. See how thick that is? It's crazy. So much for just cleaning my garage. Now, one thing to think about when removing these is these do protect your doors. Like if you open your door up by another car or something, I don't know, a pool, they protect you from denting your door and scratching it. But I think it looks a lot nicer, just a nice flat panel. but it's whatever you guys think. There's some more of that crud. The good news is I didn't break these, so if I decide I wanted them back on, which ain't happening, then it won't be no big deal to throw those back on. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and see how it is to remove these. The emblem, basically all the adhesive stuck to the truck. Nothing really stuck to the emblem. So, it's kind of a pain. But we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do with it. So I got them off and all the adhesive off. You probably can't tell from here. Yeah, I think you can. So being a white truck, underneath those is obviously new paint, and the rest of my stuff is yellowed. So you see a pretty clear line right here. I don't know if you can see all these little dots. My truck is clean, but all these dots are little rust spots. And what that is little iron particles, like from brake dust and stuff like that. So the best thing to use is, oh, it's called, I'll have to find the bottle, but McGuire sells it at AutoZone. It's like $20 for a spray bottle. You spray it on and it turns purple and it eats all the little rust particles, all the iron particles. So you're really supposed to do that before you clay bar it. I think what I'm gonna try to do is polishing it. I might spray some of that, maybe it's called iron remover. Spray some iron remover all over the door, so this way it eats the little spots everywhere. And then I will polish around that to kind of blend it all in. I don't know. I didn't really think about the white changing colors. So that's kind of crappy. And now, since those are off, I kind of don't like my step bars on there. So those might come off next. Maybe not this video, but those are definitely probably gonna come off. God, it's bugging me. You can actually see the 2500 still. It's pretty dramatic. But I'll get that iron remover real quick. I don't think you have to rinse it off. Might just be able to wipe it down. Hopefully I ain't gotta rinse it off because it's like 20 degrees here. And my hose is probably froze outside. But I'll show you guys how it works if I don't have to rinse it off. All right, before I turn my truck around to do the other side, I still haven't polished this or anything yet, so I'm gonna get the other side off before I do this side. Kind of do both at one time, I guess, I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this rust. What I'm gonna do here is put masking tape and a nice little square, and then sand it down with, I think this is 36 grit sandpaper. Get it all down to bare metal, try to get the rust off. Then primer it. Let it dry, maybe put a couple coats on. Probably sand it a little bit, kind of smooth it out. And then hit it with some gloss white. Now, this white's probably not gonna match at all, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna look a lot better than orange. So, go ahead and get it masked off and start sanding. All right, so I sanded it down. I grabbed a flapper wheel on a bench grinder, or not bench grinder, an angle grinder. I think it's 60 grit. It left a little smoother finish. It actually did a lot better. Then I wiped it down, taped it off a little better, and then used, all I have is black primer, but whatever. I sprayed black primer, then took a heat gun over it, and then I sprayed some of the gloss white. I took the heat gun over that and actually thinned the paint out and started running. So I'm gonna let it tack up for a second, then put one more coat on it, and then take the tape off. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. Like I said, this ain't the right way to do it. I ain't no point in sanding it and still looking like crap. I mean, I could put body filler on it, but the rust is just gonna come back. So I untaped it, and there's actually a black edge. I'm gonna use that black. Well, from about here, well, step back a little further. From here, it don't look terrible. I'm gonna wipe down the black stuff from where I was grinding on it. But I moved the tape away from the paint edge, and I just took my truck through a car wash and I forgot to wipe it down. So now it's fisheyeing really bad right around the edge of it. Oh well, definitely messed it all up, but at least it's all white. It looks okay from here. Ain't gonna be no show truck. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna turn the truck around, do the other side, the trim and emblem, and then I'll go ahead and, like I said, polish everything at one time. Alright, passenger side's done. It takes about, I don't know, 25 minutes to get down to this stage. It's actually pretty simple to do. Again, on this side, you can still see where they were. You can see the line going across there, that's where all the dirt was sitting. Kind of stained the paint. So, I was going to try to polish it tonight, but I don't think I'm going to. I have to wake up early and go to the junkyard, so I'll probably do it when I get back tomorrow. Still see the 2500 in there. I think we'll call it ghost emblems. Alright, last thing I want to do tonight is get this off. It should just be a couple screws, I do believe. I don't know if that's glued on or how that's held on. Screw, screw, screw. So there's 3 screws and then 2 clips. So I'll go and get those taken out and see how it comes off. What do you guys think of it? I think it looks a little better. There's still a chrome strip on the hood there, but it's not so dramatic. I think it was kind of too much chrome, maybe. I mean, everything's chrome on the front of this, so. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. So tomorrow, or here in a minute for you guys, I'm going to wash it probably and use that. I think it's called de-ironizer. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And I'll spray the truck down, wash it, then I'll polish the doors out. That doesn't turn out too bad. You can still see the black there from where there was wax on the paint. They kind of just fish-eyed, didn't really stick to it. So this might get wet sanded and another coat sprayed on it. Here's the stuff I'm gonna be using. It's called iron remover. So it says to spray it all over the vehicle, allow it to sit for 2-3 minutes, and rinse it off. And it should be clean when you do so. So my truck's clean. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it, get the seats out back of my truck, and then pull outside and rinse it off. I got it all sprayed. So you can see all the purple. All the purple is what it's actually eating at. All these are little spots of iron. So like brake dust and stuff like that cause this. And on white, it really shows up because those little particles start rusting. This stuff don't smell great, it's just a fair warn you. I sprayed on everything. I started running out on this side of the bay. So you can still see some of the black right there from where I painted it. Oh well. So I'm gonna let this sit for another minute or so. Maybe 2 minutes, I don't know. I'll pull outside and spray it off. Hopefully, it gets rid of some of the discoloration. And then all I gotta do is polish, hopefully, the bottoms of the doors. I don't know, I might do the full door. Probably won't hurt anything. The truck's all dry and you can still see where they were, but I feel like the back door is not as bad as it was. So now I have some of this Meguiar's mirror glaze, professional medium cut, and we're gonna give this a shot. Maybe. I also have some 3M stuff, but I don't know if I want to waste it right now. Actually, I might use my 3M. There's a decent amount left in these bottles. I bought 3 bottles of this stuff and it was like $150. I use it when I paint stuff and wet sand it. Then I buff it and polish it with this stuff. So I'm gonna go get my polisher out and hit it with this number 2 first. It's meant for swirl marks and sanding marks, I guess. Then the polish. This does remove swirl marks too. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna use. First one I'm doing is gonna be the number 2 compound. I'm gonna use this polisher. And then I'm gonna use a medium cut. Oh, this is fine foam. The number 1 I'm gonna use ultra fine. And I'll use my other, it's an orbital one, so it kind of goes up and down and spins. This one just spins. So this one should cut a little better. So I'm gonna start off with this one. The first step's done, and most of it is gone. The emblem, you can't really read it anymore, but you can kind of see a little bit yellow right here. So that is doable. What I don't like is this line. So on the lower part of the trim, there's this hard line. You can actually feel it. So I don't know if the bottom part of this door was painted at some point. Like the back door don't have that line. I don't know why this one's so bad. But what I might end up doing is moving up to number 1 of the polishing compound. Well, it'll be buffing compound. And then the medium cut pad. Then I might do the lower part of the door with that. And go back over with number 2, then number 3. It kind of sucks. If the number 1 don't cut it, then I might have to wet sand it. It shouldn't take much to get it off, but it's just really on there. I can't tell what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this off, and I'll let you guys know what I end up doing if I can. If not, then oh well, I guess. It's just very noticeable, especially now I clean the top half of the door really good. It turned out pretty good. Bottom half just looks like shit. I know the back on the bed where it kind of sticks out a little bit, there's like a protective film. So I don't know if that's what this is. I don't know what it is. All right, here's after step 2 of the buffing polishing process. The driver door, I'm 99% sure it's been repainted on the bottom half. See that hard line? The only way to get rid of that really is to wet sand it, but it looks like the clear coat they put on it is more yellow than factory. So I ain't that worried about it. I plan on painting this year sometime. I don't know if I'm gonna go white or a different color, but either way it's gonna get redone. It's kind of annoying. The back door does not have it. So I doubt you can pick it up in the camera. The only thing left on the back door, there's a real faint yellow stripe from where that dirt was sitting. I doubt you're gonna be able to pick it up, but it's right through here. So now I'm switching to this polisher. It's an orbital one, so I guess it ain't plugged in, but it spins and goes up and down, so this way you don't leave swirls. It's from Harbor Freight. It's a Bauer 6-inch polisher. And then I'm using Harbor Freight's polishing pads, which I don't really like those. On step 2, anytime I go more than, if I go set it flat, it catches and jumps. So this ring is all I can really use. And it acts like it gums up, I don't know. This 3M one works really good. I don't know if it's because of the texture that it has. Kind of like a egg carton, I guess, but it's definitely a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and do both these doors on step 3, which I really don't think I need to, but might as well do it while it's all clean. Here's how it looks when all 3 steps are done. I doubt we'll pick up on camera, but this door actually looks really good. There's a few small little scratches I did not do above my door handle. Yeah, you can't really make it out. If you look at my wife's car in the reflection, see how you can barely see it? See how clear it is down here? That's because of all the little scratches up here. This whole truck is covered in them, but it's white, so you can't really notice it. So that's why I didn't really worry about doing it up there. This door turned out really good, besides that yellow line going across there. Oh, I think you can see it right there. It's right through here. It's really faint. Nobody's ever gonna notice it unless you know what you're looking for. But for the most part, looks better except this. That's gonna drive me crazy. I might have to eventually wet sand it, I don't know. And if I do wet sand, it's gonna be 2 different shades. Just that hard line will be gone. When you're polishing it, in between steps, make sure you switch your rags. So this way you're not scratching the next number up with the previous number you did. So always make sure you have a clean rag. I do it 4 times and went this way, and then actually probably 6 times back down, overlapping, and then up and down, up and down. So wasn't terrible, didn't take too much time. Overall, if this wasn't white and that wasn't there, this job would have been pretty easy. It's definitely rewarding, I think. I think it looks a lot better. But everybody's got their own opinion. Do what you want, I guess. So I'm gonna hurry up, bust out the other side, and then I'll give you guys a glimpse of what it looks like when I'm all done. Got the passenger side all done. It turned out pretty good. There's still a yellow line though, from where the paint stained. But definitely a lot better than the driver's side. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. That dark spot on this door is a shadow from the car. Front driver door is the only door that has that line. So I'm gonna say it's definitely been re-cleared. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I wish the door looked better, the driver door. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is probably take the steps off. And then probably start doing some body work to it eventually. So that's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys want more how-to videos and me doing stuff, make sure you subscribe. If you guys got any questions, leave me a comment. If this helped you any, then leave me a thumbs up, let me know. Catch you guys next time.